In yesterday's video, I talked about what happens if there's too much rain in an area. Now, what happens if there's too little rain? The answer, a drought. Now, before we get into what a drought is, I would appreciate if you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell to stay tuned for future content. And also, in case you're wondering why I have a change in scenery, check update video number 2. That'll give you information on why I'm in a different area right now. So let's get straight into it. So, a drought is what happens when there's too little rain. Now, what happens when there's no rain or very little rain over a long period of time? Everything dries up. And that can cause serious problems for agriculture and water and how much water an area has, because so the thing is that like agriculture, it's like a pretty vital thing because you need water to grow crops, and those crops go on to become food for people and animals alike. So if there's no rain, then that means very little food, or they have to import the food from elsewhere, which costs a lot of money, and that's like not what you want. And not so that's an agricultural drought, which are generally like short-lived droughts, but like not long enough to deplete your water reserves, but long enough to have an impact on crops. Now, the second type of drought is a hydrological drought, and a hydrological drought is when your water reserves are running low. And those droughts tend to be more long-lived because it takes a lot of rain to replenish lakes, rivers, and streams. And hydrological droughts are arguably even worse because the human body can survive for quite a while without food. However, it can only survive a few days without water. A few days. So that makes it so that a hydrological drought is arguably like even worse. And also, nobody likes to see an exposed shoreline of a lake, because like it just looks not great. Anyone who's seen the exposed lake bed can agree with me. Now, there are different levels of drought, and there is a system called the U.S. Drought Monitor, and it monitors what level of drought there is in a certain area. It goes from D0, which is abnormally dry, like not really drought conditions, but it's been a little dry the past few weeks or a couple months, to D4, which is exceptional drought, which basically means is like almost historically low levels of rain, historically low levels of soil moisture, and in some cases, historic heat. All of those factors combined can create a drought that you do not want to be in, because now and like there have been and the thing is that like the lower levels of drought, like the city can deal with it. You can like you'll get out just fine. But like when an exceptional drought happens, then a lot of things then like the city will have to like import like water and food from elsewhere. And like I said before, that costs the area a lot of money because they're literally buying from areas that have like good crops for that year and stuff. And so you do not want to waste unnecessary, money that you want to spend on other things. So yeah, that is my part 2 on Too Much Too Little Rain series. And so I would appreciate it if you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell to stay tuned for future content. Thanks and have a great day.